Russian attempts to seize the embattled city in eastern Ukraine have resulted in colossal losses for President Vladimir Putin's army, according to a top Ukrainian defense official. Yuri Sak, advisor to the Ukrainian Minister of Defense, told Jato News today that the city, Bakhmut in the Donetsk region, is without a doubt one of the main flashpoints at the moment in the incessantly ongoing war. In the video, it shows that Ukrainian troops are trying very hard in trying to attack Russian troops. His assertion that Russia faces heavy military losses, as well as other assessments, appear to undermine recent claims by a leader Russia has installed in Donetsk that Bakhmut will soon be in Russian hands. Denis Pushilin said on Russian television today that Russian troops had almost surrounded Bakhmut, Jato News reported. Pushilin did note that the situation in the city remains difficult, but said Russian units were continuing to advance fully armed. Bakhmut has become a major focus in the current stage of the war in Ukraine, even though Russia has been trying to take the town for months without success. The Institute for the Study of War, ISW, Jato News said in an assessment earlier this week that Russia's recent advances around Bakhmut do not mean that Russia will be able to fully seize it any time soon. Russian troops, in their current degraded state, are unlikely to be able to quickly complete this task, ISW said in a report released Monday. In ISW's latest assessment for today, Jato News writes that the Russian months-long effort to advance on Bakhmut, where it has depleted fighting strength in small settlements around the city, has resulted in a continual reduction of Russian manpower and equipment, pinning troops on relatively insignificant settlements for weeks. Even if Russia continues to advance on Bakhmut after making some marginal gains and eventually forcing the Ukrainians to withdraw, taking the town offers little operational advantage for Putin's forces, ISW said. The costs associated with 6 months of brutal fighting, grinding and attrition around Bakhmut far outweigh any operational gain Russia could gain from seizing Bakhmut, ISW wrote. Russian strikes around Bakhmut, on the other hand, consumed a large part of Russia's available fighting strength, potentially facilitating the continuation of Ukrainian counterattacks elsewhere, the Jato News added. One expert, former U.S. Army intelligence Colonel Dan Soller, previously described Bakhmut city to Jato News as a very important transportation hub and now a ruined city. But he doubted whether the Russians could actually capture Bakhmut, and even if they did, strategically everything was lost. One expert, former U.S. Army intelligence Colonel Dan Soller, previously described Bakhmut city to Jato News as a very important transportation hub and now a ruined city. But he doubted whether the Russians could actually capture Bakhmut, and even if they did, strategically everything was lost for Russia in the war.